Good day, good day, good day, everybody. My daughter just texted me, so I'm just responding to her text message real quick because she needed some information. Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hey, Tim, it's good to see you. It's good to see everybody. I missed y'all. Yes, I missed y'all. I hope you all enjoyed going down memory lane with the replay of the very first week of SIP on New Thought Media Network. So that's what was showing all last week. It was the prayer of Jabaz, right? It was the prayer of Jabaz. And I hope y'all got something from it. Because that series was part of the prayer of Jabaz, I should say, was part of my experience of 2021. Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory is part of the prayer of Jabaz. And that's what I experienced in 2021, the expansion of my territory. And so I was doing some reflection on that as part of welcoming in 2022. So good day. Yes, Lindsay, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, Simone. Happy New Year, Ty. Hey, Ty. It's good to see everybody. It's good to see you all. And I hope everyone had a wonderful new year. And I hope that you have started to formulate for yourself what you want to experience for 2022. Oh, Lindsay said, I enjoyed last week. Very interesting being the first week of January 2021. Yes, I did get some texts about that. Like someone told me that I kept saying 2021 and it was January had already passed. And I'm like, really? Like, really? It's a replay. It's a replay. So I'm glad that some of you enjoyed it. And I'm sorry if it confused others. So, our first sip for the year 2022, y'all. 2022. Here we are. Here we are. So, a couple of things. So I'm still in my reflective inventory space of the year. And I'm not a resolutions person, so I don't create New Year resolutions. What I do is I set my intentions for the year. And as many of you know, I set the quality that I want to embody for the new year. So many of you went on that journey with me in 2021. You affirmed your quality of God, of spirit that you wanted to experience, that you were embodying for 2021. And so we're going to do that for 2022 because it works. And why not do it if it works? And we know that it works, right? You've had the proven experience of it working, right? We all have had whatever your quality was, right? So Sekou, for example, Sekou's quality was abundance, right? I don't know if that's going to carry over to 2022 for him or not. We haven't had that conversation yet. However, I bet if I was to ask Sekou, did you experience the quality of abundance in 2021? He would say yes. And it does not necessarily need to be in the form of money, because that's a very limiting perspective about abundance. Very limiting. Why limit it to just money, right? So that's just an example, right? Kindness for Lindsay, right? I bet you had the experience of kindness in 2021, right? So, whatever it was for you, spend a little time just in reflection. Sometimes we just want to jump right into the new year without spending some time reflecting and taking inventory and celebrating, right? That's one of the qualities that I'm embracing for 2022 is more celebration, right? So let's celebrate, right? The good that came through for us and through us in 2021. And I know for some of us, it was a roller coaster of a year, right? There was some sorrow, there was some sadness, there was some disappointments, there were some challenges, all of that, right? But we're here. We're here. So somehow, some way, we made it through, right? We made it through because we're here. We're here. Yes, 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 yes. Lindsay and Simone, Lovejoy, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, yes. So, what do I want to say? Okay. So, when I was thinking about today's sip, I was going to share one thing, but then as I was coming downstairs, something else came into mind that I wanted to share because it has to do with intuition, trust, and faith. And I'm just going to point out what Lindsay is saying here because I said, I bet Lindsay had the experience of kindness. And she just wrote in the comments, she said, yes, I lost my wallet yesterday. Someone found it and drove it to my house by 4 p.m. Kindness. That is a demonstration of kindness. That is a demonstration of kindness. Simone said hers was spiritual growth, right? And Simone said, Lovejoy said, I know I experienced spiritual growth. I found a home church. That's huge. That's huge. That's beautiful. Congratulations to you both. And so let's celebrate that. So part of wrapping up the 2021 for me included looking at our, when I say our, I'm referring to Rockland CSL. So many of you know I'm the spiritual director, senior minister at Rockland CSL. That was part of my increase, right? My prayer of Jabaz, becoming the minister there in 2021. And one of the things that I got to do was my very first fundraising campaign, right? So I've never done a fundraising campaign for an organization that I was, responsible for. And so I had some nerves about it. I wanted it to be successful, and and I put it in my increase basket with the prayer of Jabaz. Oh, that you would bless me indeed, right? And so I had a goal. I had two goals. So one goal was to kick it off on Giving Tuesday, right? Because if you do a fundraiser on Facebook on Giving Tuesday, you have the opportunity to receive matching funds from Facebook. So I kicked it off that day. Many of you supported the fundraiser on Giving Tuesday. And so the goal on that day was to raise $2,500 in one day, right? $2,500. It was a stretch, right? It was a stretch because the previous year, I know that we raised $1,500. So I said, I'm going to stretch it to 2,500. And on that day, by the end of the day, we had raised $3,608 in one day. I was so pleased. I was so grateful. And the campaign continued, right? With the goal of ending on December 31st and the overall goal being $5,000, right? So every week, I would put the information in our newsletter, reminding people of our campaign and inviting them to give. And so we received, money over that course of time, here and there, here and there, here and there, like drips and drabs, right? But the energy that was behind it for Giving Tuesday had kind of dissipated, right? And I was started to think, oh man, I'm not going to reach my $5,000 goal. Oh man, I'm not going to reach my $5,000 goal, right? I started thinking that. And at some point, I realized I had turned that into a mantra. I kept saying to myself, oh man, I'm not going to reach my $5,000 goal. Oh man, I'm not going to reach my $5,000 goal. And then I caught myself like, what are you affirming, girl? What are you affirming? Right? So I had to shift that. I had to shift that, right? Shift my feeling tone around it and get excited again. Have the same level of excitement that I had on Giving Tuesday, right? And I just, whatever day it was, I was like, okay, it's Giving Monday, it's Giving Wednesday, it's Giving Friday, right? Whatever day it was, it didn't matter. It's a giving day. So I kept that going for a couple of weeks. On December, somewhere around December 26th, I want to say, someone made a contribution on Facebook. And so that amount went up by $100. So now that amount was now $3,708. And overall, we had about $4,000 that we had raised, and I had less than a week to meet the goal of $5,000. Right. So I'm working on the last newsletter for 2021, and fear, I gotta call it fear, told me to take the Thanks for Giving post out of the newsletter. I'm sitting there at my computer and my mind says, take it off. No one else is going to give. It's over. You did good. You did good. $4,000 is a good number. You did good. Take it off. Move on. Right. So I removed it. I took it off of the newsletter. And when I went to send the newsletter, it wouldn't send. It wouldn't go. Right. So I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I do this every week. I press send. It goes. Right. So I said, okay, let me get out, go back in, see what's wrong. As I'm doing that, my mind says, add to the email list, like add more people into the email list, which is something I've been thinking about doing for a while. So I just picked like a random number of friends. I said, I want to add 10 new people to the email list. I did that. Most of them were my friends. And I pressed send again. It wouldn't send. It's like, okay, I don't know what I did wrong, right? So, sometimes you just have to walk away from things. So I walked away, did some other things, came back. And as soon as I sat in the chair, Spirit said, put the Thanks for Giving back in the newsletter. It's not December 31st yet. It was like, I don't know, December 26th, 27th, something like that. Put it back. It's like, okay. So I put it back. Right? And press send, and it went. It's like, okay. All right. It was like, I surrender. Right? So 2 days later, let's say December 29th, I get an email from my treasurer asking me if this donation is legit. And I don't know what she's talking about, right? So I scroll down and I see that someone made a donation, a four-figure donation on that day. And my treasurer was thinking, this can't be legit. Like, this must be a mistake. So I know the person that made it. It was one of the people that I added to the email list to receive the newsletter, right? I said, no, it's legit, right? So we were all very excited. And because of that contribution, not only did I meet the goal of $5,000, I was in the overflow. We were close to $7,000 for our Thanks for Giving campaign. Yes, yes. I was so grateful. And this is what I'm grateful for. Because I know everyone thinks, oh, yeah, she's grateful for the money. And I am. Because I wanted to meet the goal. But more so, I'm grateful for the demonstration of intuition, listening, listening to our intuition, right? My faith was faltering, and I caught myself and got myself back in alignment. And then just trusting that whatever it is, sometimes we see things as obstacles when they're really opportunities. It's just what we call it. It's just what we name it, right? So I could have seen, and I was seeing the newsletter not going through every time I press send as an obstacle, as a pain in the neck, because I wanted to get this done. I wanted to be done with it, right? Not knowing that this was an opportunity, right? It was an opportunity for me to beef up the email list. It was an opportunity for me to put this thing back in there because it wasn't over yet, right? It was an opportunity for me to see again and again and again and again just how God works. Increase my territory is how I started the new year. Increase my territory is how I ended 2021, right? Yes, 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 Lindsay. Thank you. Yes. So, intuition. This is what I'm coming into 2022 with. Trusting my intuition. I have so many examples of that. So many examples of that. So I'm bringing that into 2022 with me. Trusting my intuition, having faith no matter what it looks like. No matter what it looks like. If something is not happening, there has to be a reason for it. Don't give up. Don't lose faith. Trust. Trust the process. Trust progress. Trust progress. And celebrate. Celebrate. Celebrate all of the baby steps and celebrate the big thing. Celebrate the big thing also. So, I know this wasn't like a theme for the week, but I just wanted to share that. And I hope that it is informing something for someone who thinks that they can't have what they desire, is in the midst of an obstacle around that thing. Don't give up. Don't give up. Listen for those whispers and do it. And do it, right? You can't just listen and not do something about it. Listen and take action. Trust and believe. Have faith. All right? All right. So I guess tomorrow we'll start our new theme for the week. But I wanted to share that to kick us off for our 2022. Please, everyone, start thinking about what quality of spirit you want to experience, you are going to embody, you are embodying for 2022. And if it's a carryover from 2021, that is just fine. So I'm going to give y'all to the end of next week because I really want you to, you know, really sit in it and contemplate it, right? Like really get in the feeling tone of what that is. And we'll start our 2022 list. All right. So the end of next week, next Friday, we'll go through whatever you are vibrating for 2022. Let's say that. All right. Yes, Vanessa. Thank you. Good stuff. Yes, yes. Thank you, Lindsay. This is a perfect talk. Thank you. Trust and celebrate. Yes, 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 yes. Thank y'all. So I miss y'all. It's good to be back. And if you don't know who I am, let me tell you, let me remind you, I am Rev Melissa. I am an interfaith minister. I am a licensed religious science practitioner. I am the spiritual director and senior minister at Rockland CSL, and I am a spiritual coach, and I'm here to support you in living your life in joy, connected to your yes. Let's live 2022 connected to our yes. And I am here. If you need support, DM me and we can set up some time to talk. All right? All right. Thank you, Diana. Great teaching story and setup for moving forward into the new year more fully. Don't give up. Listen, take action, trust, and believe and have faith. Yes, Diana, I love how you summarize. I love how you summarize for me. I so appreciate that. So let's get into some joy news, y'all. Joy news for 2022. Yes. So tomorrow starts our first 30-day mental diet class for 2022. It's not too late to register. Don't delay. If your intuition is whispering to you, take the class, then do it. Do it. Do it. Money is not a factor here. So it is a suggested donation of $55, but you give whatever you can. And if you don't feel like you have something to give, show up and give your presence. Show up and give your presence. Okay? So that is tomorrow. The 30-day mental diet is based on the book by Willis Kinnear, right? So make sure you have the book. Yes. And we start at 7 p.m. You have to register to receive the link. You can register at rocklandcsl.org. Just go to the website, click classes, and the information is there. All right? All right. I hope I see you tomorrow, 7 p.m., 30-day mental diet. So we meet Tuesdays, 7 p.m. for the next 5 Tuesdays. Then on Wednesday, I do my first visioning for 2022, 7 p.m. Again, you go to Rockland CSL and just click on the Hour of Power. That's what I'm calling them now, our Wednesday events, our Hour of Power. Just click on the link for that and you'll be in the Zoom room. No need to register. You just show up. And we do a full visioning process that was developed by Michael Bernard Beckwith. And it's all about catching God's idea for our lives, catching God's idea, seeing from that higher perspective, right? So if you haven't done visioning or if you've done it before, please join me on Wednesday. Then Sunday, Living Life in Joy at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. This past Sunday, I showed the replay from the very, very first Living Life in Joy episode that we did here on New Thought Media Network. And so I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know what I'm doing yet this Sunday. We'll see. We'll see. But join me 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And then at 11:30, we have Sunday in Praise at Rockland CSL. And our theme for January is remembering who we are. Remembering who we are. And our topic on Sunday is one with the divine. So let's remember that. Remembering that we are one with the divine. We had a wonderful service yesterday, and we had a workshop after service yesterday that was wonderful. So that's all the joy news. Let me check in with Sekou for the first time in 2022.
Happy 2022. Happy New Year, all that jazz. So I want to do what Lovejoy and Lindsay did by reflecting back the manifestation of the, what are we calling it? Attribution? That's not the right word. Quality. So again, mine was abundance. And what occurs to me is that you have to be specific, because mine was abundance. What I probably meant when I started abundance was wealth, but I got abundance in many different ways. And as I was just thinking about it just now, earlier today on my show, I mentioned that I have been an inspiration to many people. Like this past weekend and even today, people told me they have been inspired by me to start exercising. And that happened at Thanksgiving. It happened throughout the year. People were inspired by that. So that's a form of abundance. My ability to inspire others to treat themselves well. And also, obviously, the charity run, I was able to raise thousands of dollars for these nonprofits for them to do good work. And so, yeah, abundance has been manifested around me in a number of different ways. And moving forward for this year, I'm going to keep abundance and I'm going to add something more specific so I can be clear about what my intention is. So that's a good lesson. That's a good lesson.
All right. I like it. I like it. And what I'll say to that is this. Specific, yes. Outlining, no. So what do I mean by that? The thing about being specific is ensuring you don't cross into how, right? Because we know that the how is God's business. So let's be specific, but don't cross over into what's sometimes referred to as outlining, how it's going to come to be, right?
This or something better.
This or something better. Yes. Yes. This or something better. All right. I like it, Sekou. And I'm getting a download.
You got time?
No, I'm not going to say that right now.
Okay.
I would keep it. All right. But yes, I love it, Sekou. I'm glad you're carrying over abundance. I'm glad you're going to be more specific about that. And I'm excited to see how it's going to unfold for you.
Me too. Me too. Me too. And by the way, what you said in today's sip was another synchronicity, because on my run this morning, I usually listen to like TD Jakes and Eric Thomas, but this morning, for whatever reason, what played on my phone was Joel Osteen. And he was talking, and I've never listened to Joel Osteen when I run, but he basically said the same thing as you. Like, and his version was, the thing that's the obstacle could already be taken care of by God, and you're still worrying about it. And he's already removed the obstacle, and you're still praying about the obstacle. You just got to be in faith that it's taken care of.
Yes.
Synchronicity.
Yes. Synchronicity. Love it. Thank you, Sekou. Love it. All right, everybody. So there we are. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you, Wayne. I like that one with all the cosmos. I like that, Wayne. I like that. And yes, Lindsay, I'll see you tomorrow in the class. Yes. And I hope to see more of you in class tomorrow for the 30-day mental diet, 7 p.m. Register at rocklandcsl.org. All right. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.